What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here, playing some test match cricket, because a lot of people have said, Cliffy, you haven't done a test match in a wee while. So here today we are playing the first test against Sri Lanka over in Colombo. We are opening the bowling, and hopefully we can go and get something going on here, because I wouldn't say that we've been unsuccessful when it has come to Test cricket, but I don't think it's been successful as our other formats. The first two balls have been very good, beating the outside edge of Ratner. And this Sri Lankan team is very, very handy. Dilshan's still playing for them, Sangakkara still playing for them, so they do have a lot of batting potential. Whether things will work out, as we've beaten the outside edge there again. That there was more of the inside edge. And I'm not sure if because we're bowling these slow balls, that's why it is missing. But hopefully if one does happen to take the edge, as that one there has just moved away from off stump. If one does happen to take the edge, hopefully it does mean we will get an opportunity for the keeper to take a catch. Good first over, maiden first up. We will definitely go and take that there. And working on that slow ball stat as well, because I think that's one of the only stats I do have left to get up. So hopefully we can go and do that. We're going to stick with the same field to Dilshan, and hopefully similar things happen. Hopefully we can beat that. Well, we can't beat the outside edge now because we are bowling in swing. Hopefully we can beat the gap between bat and pad, or even just go and hit the pad, nab ourselves an LBW decision, and then it will be happy days. We will definitely go and take that, take the wicket. So what we're going to do today is probably just bowl 8 or so overs, just go through that first spell and just to see the difference, because as a lot of people have said with both my Don Bradman and my cricket coach videos, most of the time we do just do the limited over stuff. We do just 2020 cricket. We do just one-day internationals, just half of it kind of thing. So I thought, why not? Let's go do some test match bowling. Really work on that line and length. And that's what we're doing so far. We've got it on a very good line and length. The first over Ratner was incredible. I think we beat the edge 4 out of 6 times, and then the other 2 were just played quite nicely. And there's another maiden, so we'll definitely go and take that. 2 maidens on the trot, and that's really all you can ask for. We just need the guys down the other end to hopefully go and do their job, which is, be consistent as well, but pick up those wickets. We've been through this before, on this career mode. We do seem to be the guy, more of the economical guy, the guy who is going to block up an end, not necessarily take you heaps of wickets, but, take 1 or 2 here and there, and just go and, I guess, be the support act for the other bowlers. And if you can do that, every team needs one of those guys. They need the guy who is going to be the supporting act. And I think, New Zealand at the moment, I'd have to say probably Tim Southee and Trent Boult over the last 18 months. They're really the 2 big guns, the 2 opening bowlers that go and take majority of the wickets. And then someone, like a Neil Wagner or like a Doug Bracewell, kind of play that little bit of support act, go down the other end and just try and bulk it up. Neil Wagner does a great job of that. He's one of those guys who will just run in for you all day, non-stop. He will just keep running. He will not stop running, and just keep trudging in day after day. You can definitely count on him to get through as many overs as you want to. And I don't know what that field is doing. Move to the ball, mate. That is the basics of cricket. That's the basics of fielding. You're probably taught it at a very, very young age, to not wait for the ball to come to you. Move to the ball. I think it's the same in any sport. If you wait for the ball to come to you, especially in, like football would be a better example. If you wait for the ball to come to you, odds are someone's probably going to get in front of you. They're going to get in between. That's why you got to make sure you move to the ball. Same as in cricket. You move to the ball, you cut down the runs. You turn you change a potential 2 into just a 1, a potential 3 into just a 2. That one there's gone over the stumps. We'll definitely have that. We aren't actually bowling, even though we haven't really created too many chances, we aren't bowling too bad whatsoever. There's been those 2 aerial shots that we've had, I think from Dilshan in the last over, that did go and miss the field. But there have been a few player misses. There have been a few possible caught and bowled chances. There's another one. I don't mind Dilshan playing that shot. If he gets it slightly wrong, we do have that guy at short cover that will go and gobble it up. It's probably Dan Vittori, because he's one of those guys who just seems to absolutely cream it at short cover. Just seems to take incredible catches left and right. So if we can keep it in that area, And I think that's what it is about test bowling in this game, and I think that's why I haven't been as successful when it has come to first class and test match cricket compared to limited overs cricket, is because I guess this here, unlike cricket games in the past, when you are bowling, and even when you're batting to a certain extent, you do have to be patient. Oh my god. Vittori, if that was you, Vittori, I'm very disappointed in you. All that experience on your shoulders, and you go and give them an overthrow. But unlike other cricket games, as I was saying, with both batting as well to a certain extent, in this game you do have to be patient. When you're batting, you have to work yourself in. When you're bowling, you've got to bowl to a plan. And I think also that is another downfall area of mine, is that I don't particularly bowl to a plan. It's just put in the same spot time and time again, which I guess you can consider as a plan. Glenn McGrath did that time and time again for many years, and look at how successful a bowler he was. So I don't really know what else there is to say. We just got to go and just keep plugging away, just keeping it in that same area, which we have done. Get the odd one to, just straighten a little bit, possibly go and take the pad, and then, then we will be in business. Then we will have that chance, and that's where we're starting to go now. We are starting to get a little bit straighter onto the pads. Don't want to go too straight, because then we will just be whipped away quite easily. So it is really finding that middle ground. We started off so well, those 2 maidens, and we have gone for a few runs since then, but we're looking as though we are pulling things back, looking as though hopefully we will be able to pick up a maiden here, which we have gone and done. 3rd maiden so far today in our first 5 overs, so we'll definitely go and take that. I think we've gone possibly for one boundary. We have actually been pulled off already. So 5 overs, none for 7 so far, and a good solid start by the Sri Lankans. This is what they need in Test match cricket at the moment. They are playing a series against England. I'm not sure if the 3rd Test match would have started by the time this video does come out. I think it may have. I think it was starting over the weekend. So hopefully Sri Lanka can put up a little bit more of a fight. I think they did slightly better in the 2nd Test. I don't think they lost by an innings, but they didn't. Maybe they did lose by an innings. I can't remember. They lost the 1st Test by an innings, big margin. And then the 2nd Test, they were fighting back a little bit. I don't think they lost by an innings, but I think England only needed, not many in their 2nd innings. I think they needed, less than 100 kind of thing. So, see, that's the shot. That's the shot that we want them playing. We want them driving towards that short cover, because if they drive towards that short cover, mistime it slightly or misdirect it slightly, bam, there it is, wicket, just like that. So, I don't know what I'm doing with my release of the ball. Is that Vittori? I can't tell if that's Vittori. He's got the beard. Could be Hamish Rutherford. But he was bowling from the other end, so he would be down at fine leg. That's another shot. I don't mind the cut shot being played, because it has been quite successful for me bowling-wise in the past when players have tried to play the cut shot. Missed time, hit the pad, boom, see you later, you're out of here. And I think we have actually gone and picked up a wicket down the other end, so I'm not quite sure who that was. I believe... Well, I was going to say, I believe it's I believe it was Karunaratne, and Dilshan is in down the other end. But I don't think that's the case, because it is Dilshan that is gone, and it's Sangakkara who's in. Both left-handers, obviously, so that's where I did get a little bit confused. We might just have another couple of overs, see if we can go and try and forge another breakthrough after we had gone and broke through Dilshan. If we could pick up Sangakkara early, that would put us really in the driver's seat. But 1 for 70 at the moment. Sri Lanka are going along at a decent run rate. That is many thanks to Dilshan. He's one of those guys that just boosts your run rate up. He's one of those openers that just does that for you. It's similar to Chris Gale, I guess you would say, who does a similar job for the West Indies. Just goes out there and strikes very quickly. Shikhar Dhawan comes to mind for India as another player who is, a similar player when it does come to Test matches. Whether he still plays Test matches or not, there's a lot of people do not like Shikhar Dhawan in the Indian national team. I'm not too sure why. It probably has to do with his inconsistencies, I would say. And I think there are plenty of other players that I would prefer, or that the Indian public would prefer to have in there ahead of Shikhar Dhawan, because those inconsistencies, I think, just annoy him. Like when he does get a big score, he will get a mammoth score and, just absolutely kill it. But it is once in a blue moon that it does happen. It is kind of a little bit similar as we do get an LBW shout. I think that one possibly a little bit high, possibly missing off as well. So... Yeah, I get Shikadawa's one of those players that, you know, does score big once in a blue moon. It was kind of like what Rohit Sharma was like, but I think now he has got a little bit more consistent towards the top. So especially in IPL cricket, and I think in, you know, one days as well, he is one of those guys who, you know, consistently will get you runs towards the top of the order. Obviously, like any opener, there is going to be a bad patch that he's going to go through. He's going to get a ripper of a ball in the first couple of deliveries, but, you know, you can't complain too much about that. If you get an absolute ripper first up, you know, the bowler's just gone and done well. It's not as though you've given your wicket away. And we'll have one more ball at the great Sangakkara. We haven't bowled too many to him. Most of them have been to Karunaratne. And hopefully we can go and pick something up here, but it's not looking likely. They look solid at the moment, the Lankans. And they are actually going to go and pick up a single. So 1 for 78 off 23 overs is where we are going to leave things here, guys. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys had a good weekend, a good start to your week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got more Rugby Challenge 3. Crusaders career mode coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.